You messed up.
Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals. My name is Norman, known as King Julian here on the channel, and my son, Rogue Angel, which y'all can kind of see him over here in the camera. Alright, so,
Key.
yeah, that's the keys to my truck. So, y'all have heard me talk about these scratch builds for a very, very long time. And these scratch builds are very interesting because during the 40s, during World
50s.
War II, Lionel and a lot of train manufacturers were not producing trains. They were actually building stuff for the war effort, much like the USS Texas down in Galveston right now. It actually has parts on there that are metal stamped Lionel trains. Oddly enough, yes, some of the control mechanisms do have that. So does the USS Alabama and multiple other ships that are still around in museums. But to keep trains going, people were always going, how can we build these to keep modeling? The kids wanted to keep running, and the older adults who couldn't serve were still wanting to mess with trains, but they couldn't buy the bodies or whatever. So they were like, what can we do? And y'all have all heard me say it. Check your cars very carefully because you never know. Some of these were built out of cardboard with resin coating. Some were, wood, and resin coated. You never know. That's why I always said check them. And this was a prime example. And it kind of really came to light after one of the parts lots I bought, which I saw with the Subway, early Subway style car build, that this car came in it. And I was looking at, okay, let's get the ends repaired. Let's get the clear plastic put back in. And I was like, hold on. And I was like, let's check it because something's not right with this wood here. And Rogue was over there. He goes, Dad, let me try. So I let him try, and he was able to get the bottom freed up. Yeah, come here. So this car right here that came in a parts lot is actually cardboard.
You can see it right there.
Yeah, you can see right there. That is a cardboard box that the guy cut. Now, he did add some details to the outside, probably with some very thin wood.
Dad, I think he compressed the cardboard because how thin it is and strong.
No, they used to make boxes that small.
What the?
Yeah. He probably used some HO boxes or something like that. And I just hold this up right here. I mean, look at this. Look, this is just like one piece of the little paper right here. This is what I was talking about. And people thought I was crazy. That's paper. So yes, I mean this is a prime example of those 1940 builds that people were doing. And I said check them because we had to take this apart very, very carefully. Yes, the ends of this thing are wood. And so he actually did this is a true World War II era style build. And of course, these scale cars like this back then were very, very rare as well. So yes, that's right. This plastic right here for the windows was probably cut for something else. It's very thin. It's not like our modern day stuff. That may have been like something clear that he found that he cut it with. Here's some more of it.
Probably from boxes with plastic on it.
Or some type of plastic, yeah.
Yeah, like
someplace he worked that had plastic.
Plastic on my car.
And
not the plastic, but the boss of the car.
Wrapped the inside right here on the body. Right here, he wrapped that whole side with paper, which is very interesting. It's like a thin packing paper. Watch out, Mark. You're fine. So, I mean, like right here on the side, you can see it. Notice something different about this? See this wood notch right here? That's just a wood knot. But this is nothing. This is not like a special wood. This was like something that they took out of like a fence. And then he cut it. His insulators are cardboard. He used some little brass pieces to mount his couplers. So this is stuff I've been talking about for quite a while. And this is like, wow. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see something like this actually come to light. And you know, when you look at this, hang on, bro. Let me go get the other one. Let me go get one of the one I built. You wanna hey, you wanna talk to him?
No.
Yeah.
No. No. No.
Give me just 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to show y'all something here. Very, very careful.
This one?
Yep. In fact, while we're doing that one, we might as well show the other one, because this one will also.
The one I painted. Tried to make it look good.
Yeah, well, I don't know, it's fine.
You broke it.
So, here's one that was built the same manner. Cardboard, resin. This is the one that took a nasty fall in the truck, which is for this. But this one's not been completed. We've never been happy with it. So we're going to be rebuilding this one later.
Today?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Strip the top of it off and everything. Now here's the one, Spirit of Teresa. All these handrails, I hand bent. If y'all been on the channel long enough to know, y'all watched me hand bend all these railings. Wood top. Wood bottom.
Also, I painted this one.
Yeah, he painted that one too. The ends, the body, are cardboard and were covered in resin, fiberglass resin, and then smoothed. And most people think it's plastic. It's not. So this was a 1940 style build. And this one came to light. And as we were taking it off so I could fix the windows in it, and that's when I started spotting all this. So this right here is a true 1940s World War II era build. And I couldn't be happier. I'm probably not going to repaint this one. I'm just going to help bring it back to life as it is. Even though it does say Pennsylvania on it, which I'm completely fine with.
Like, are you gonna leave it how it is?
Well, should I leave one on here for a Pennsylvania coach?
I guess so.
You think so? So you heard it there first, so we'll just leave it as it is. It's Pennsylvania. We'll just do a mild restoration on it, repaint the roof, get the bottom painted, and cut new windows to go in it.
This is how big the nails is from the sides of it.
That was a nail in it?
That's from the sides. Holding.
Okay.
Oopsie. That's a big nail.
Yeah, so that's a big nail. And again, I mean, here it is. I mean, we are now seeing what I've been saying. So if you buy a parts lot and you know it's an older O scale, check it. If you're rebuilding it, check it. Because these may not be wood. And you could damage them very, very quickly. And being the fact that I'm rebuilding these right here, this is awesome to be rebuilding and bringing a true 40s World War II air build back to life. And well, the only modification we're going to do is the trucks on it, and a few steps maybe. Yeah, I'll probably do at least rebuilding one step. I think that's all I need. I think I got a spare one, so we'll get that on there. And other than that, that is it. That's his plane he's working on building. One of those. Well, it was copied off a rubber band plane.
How to fix that wheel, that thing.
Yeah, you got hot glue. You got hot glue again?
That's screw on is coming off.
So yes.
That's why it was leaking. It's clean off.
So yes. So just be very, very careful when you're buying some of these old school O scale builds, because these things may not be what you think they are. They may not be metal. They may not be wood. They may be cardboard infused with the resin over it. In fact, this one was hand painted, and you can see it in the light that it was hand painted. So definitely don't want to mess with it too much. The lettering on it, I don't know where the lettering came from, but pretty much just going to leave it as it is. And fix what needs to be fixed and let her go. As always, keep the shiny side rubber down. Rogue and I will see you on the next video sometime later. We might do a kind of a follow-up video after I get the windows cut and go back in here and just kind of see where we're sitting at with everything. Y'all take it easy. Have a wonderful day.